Hello. Is everybody able to hear us? You would comment in the chat if you can. Yeah. If you're able to hear us, let me know in the chat. Okay, Sherry says yes. Welcome to the last meeting before Anime Detour 2024. Let's see what we got here. Okay, one. Okay, here we go. Do it this way.
I'm sorry I didn't help you at all.
I
I apologize.
fumbled my way through it. I eventually got there. So we've got 3 days for some folks load in on Wednesday. 4 days before day 0.
Saying it. It doesn't make it.
5 days before
Here,
we open the gates. So that's where we sit. Yeah, that's how things look. We've been planning all year, lots of exciting things. Everybody is more than ready. Everybody is done with everything. That's
oh my gosh.
what
Everybody's done with everything.
I thought that was the case. That was my understanding. Is that's not the case?
As far as I understand, there's a couple of last minute details, but everything's been ordered.
A while ago, I don't remember which con it was that I heard somebody said you never finish planning a convention, you just run out of time. And I thought,
Oh, don't say that either. That sounds really sad.
oh, it is the reality. Like I don't know that anybody is like, well, we're all done. Yeah, it's like, well,
We're doing as much as we
yeah,
can be
it's
done.
like, oh my God, registration is open. I guess that's it. That's, that's all we have. Okay. Let's see. We can start with announcements. Allie, do you have anything from the board?
No.
All right. Not since the last time. Date. Days mean nothing. Time is a construct.
It's like that song. Time is an illusion that helps things make sense. So we're always living in the present tense.
Who sings this song?
It's in Adventure Time.
Oh. Well.
I've been seeing all of it.
Okay.
Song.
Nothing from the board. However, they meet the second Tuesday of every month at 6:30 on the Anime Twin Cities YouTubes. So, when we do get around to the second Tuesday of a month, you can join them there. But we have not yet another board meeting since the last staff meeting. So we'll move on to what updates I can find. Not only do I have an update from Lee, I actually have a Lee in person. So, updates from Lee is that video is all set to go, aside from finalizing their department schedule. So that is that. Awesome. Let's see. Thank you, Lee. Let's see.
You say that.
Yeah.
No big deal, Frank. Former school started.
Are you just going through departments?
Yeah, you can, if you got something, go ahead.
So I brought this up at department head meeting. Anyone who is joining us that was unable to join us before, I have all of the badge ribbons now. So you can either get them from me today if you're on your way here or you're not coming here. That's totally fine. I will also be on site Wednesday evening. I believe anytime after, I think I'm looking at 4. I will be on site all day Thursday, primarily starting in registration. So if you need to get your department's badge ribbons, coordinate with me, shoot me a message in Discord, let me know. I can set a reminder. My example here is video gaming has set up starting Thursday at 1. I'm going to run the video game badge ribbons over to video gaming at 1 on Thursday. which is not far, much closer to registration now. I have them organized and set up and in little baggies so we can get them to you ASAP. Same too, this is extended from Alistair and Kiana in Reg. I've worked with Kiana. She did AMKey registration, so she's very fluent in the check-in process for these. If you are a department who has badges that are special and they're not registered with a discount code and are just adult badges, maybe they're exhibitor, maybe they're guest, maybe they're whatever, you can either, if you want to do those yourself, you can scan the QR code for the check-in because all of our people are now entered into Inventany, and then you scan the QR code on the badge and then they're checked in. If you do not want to do that process, come to Reg. We will take care of it for you. We also have tons and tons of label makers so we can get things fancily printed and very nice on the badges because we saved a lot of money with not individually printing names on badges themselves. So people can either write them or we can still fancy print things for people. That is it for badge pickup and ribbon pickup. Marquis, yes. 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 I would hope that a department head will coordinate with me because department heads have coordinated with me for all of the current badge ribbons. If the department head messages me and says so and so is coming to pick them up, that's also fine. If you cannot make it because setup is crazy on Thursday, that's totally fine.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no, you're fine. Continuing on with updates from safety. Thank you to everyone who signed up for a shift to give out wristbands. You all should have received an email with the schedule and directions for how to distribute them, and cheat sheets will be posted at your stations to help you out. Individual schedules were sent out Saturday night. Please double check both these and the visual grid that was sent out. We can still take people during times that have empty slots, but the form is now closed. Department setup will start around 10:30 Thursday for all safety staff who are available. They're welcome to come by Hiawatha at any time after that, and they'll find things to do to help get everything set up. That is from safety. Yeah, let's just trying to see if I have any other. I don't think those are all the updates that we have that were
Emailed in.
emailed in.
Trying to think of any other important things. Oh, some of you are aware that have been looped in and requested for assistance. Some of you are not aware, but there's something crazy happening this weekend, which is going to be an egg hunt for around the convention because we're on Easter again, and hopefully we're not on Easter again. So to celebrate us being on Easter and hopefully not being on Easter again, there's going to be a convention-wide egg hunt, and we're going to set up some of these for attendees on Thursday. No, Thursday, yes, because
We'll hide eggs.
We'll hide eggs on Thursday, and then I think we're doing a second round of hiding eggs later. We're giving away 10 free badges to attendees and a bunch of other cute trinkets and candies. So if anyone wants to assist in any egg stuffing, like
There may or may not be candy on some of them.
maybe if this guy has sampled at least 3 candies, so we have to bar him from sampling additional candies. This is dangerous. It's getting risky. But if anyone volunteers after this meeting to assist in stuffing eggs, we'll greatly take the assistance. Otherwise, we can man that whenever Morgan shows up, or we'll just
I feel
book
like
it
the
through.
process was flawed. If you let me pick out the candy, why did you not want the candy? You should have picked out garble candy and then you not have wanted it. I know. That's why I want the candy.
Anyways, there's also going to be cool badge ribbons that were ordered last minute for this like promo. So there's like an egg one, and then we did do a badge ribbon. Like if we get over 9,000 attendees, when we hand out that 9,000th attendee, there's an over 9,000 ribbon that we'll give to the first bunch of people that are over 9,000. And I don't know how many were ordered for that. I
think it was 125. I think she ordered.
25.
Mhm.
Okay, so a chunk of people were.
Yeah.
We ordered 10K adult badges, so I don't know if will be that far over. But we have like 1,000 badges in other types. So there's no risk of us running out of badges with any projected numbers of craziness that could happen. The only thing is in terms of like flow and capacity, obviously be super aware of your department needs and let's make changes next year. If you guys are dying and you didn't get enough time to even get water, let's expand staff next year. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so the egg hunt was the prerogative of this. It's cute, it's cheesy, it's campy. So anyone who wants to help or has ideas, jump in. What else did we do? We ordered on Amazon teeny tiny itty bitty traffic cones, which seems weird, but there's like 100 of them for less than $10. So
Why not?
I figured, like, why not? Yeah. I want a teeny tiny traffic cone so bad. So maybe if someone ditches theirs, yeah,
I see a lot of drunk people now just deal with all these.
yeah, no, people are gonna deal in trinkets. It's gonna be crazy. My friend group, I think on Saturday we're gonna be axolotls as a group again. And axolotls, I don't know if anyone knows, in a group are called a harem. So if somebody approaches our cosplay group and says, "Oh, you guys look so good," and I'll be like, "This is from our harem," and I give them a teeny tiny resin axolotl. It's one of our babies, which
Oh, Lord.
sounds weird, but it's really funny because who doesn't want a tiny trinket axolotl? Yeah.
Or to say you can hand something from my hair.
Yes.
I honestly.
Anyone seen Brittany and her harem?
Oh, well,
Showing safety. Do you have eyes on Brittany's harem?
has anyone seen the harem group?
Brittany's
Wait.
harem.
Well, question about the
Yeah.
Is that happening? Places that you don't want it.
That's a good question.
Are there different ways so that you can get some of that in the time to live? Well, running basketball.
That's a cute idea. I'm assuming some people are going to like the entire trinket of the egg. So in terms of cost investment, we are assuming that people are keeping their egg.
Right.
If staffers find abandoned eggs, registration has a storage room next to Reg. We will have a box where you can ditch eggs.
We will also have a box and a small memorial there will be ribbons involved. Which will be a copy.
Yeah, the ones with the egg ribbons.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Like would go saying,
Yep.
I found this.
Yeah. Yeah.
This,
Oh, no, that's smart.
not to reference to another thing.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's smart. I feel like there's so much runaround at our con. Granted, I think you commented once that we're a very tall con, which is very true. Like, walking around Amkey and the full length of the mile walk around Amkey is nothing like walking around Detour. Because Detour, you go up, you walk over a little bit. You go down, you walk over a little bit. Like, the length of walking Detour is not like the length of walking some other cons. So, the runaround is interesting at our event. Especially now we have actual escalators.
I do have some information about the pool.
The pool? There's a pool?
Yes.
Wait, there's a pool?
There's no hot. It's very small.
I
Um,
didn't even know there was a pool. I'll be honest.
yes. So due to the health code, engineering will be servicing the pool, requires the pool to be closed during the overnight hours. Last year,
Get out
there were
escalators.
some noise complaints, from inmates. Apparently the pool had been open 24 hours.
What?
Right.
Why would you ever have a
Ex-
24-hour pool?
My thoughts exactly.
It's just a card.
Yeah.
You still have to meet the time frame.
So,
Because they don't want to do that.
so they will be closing. We'll be closing the pool from midnight to 6 a.m.
Oh, it's open till midnight.
for that service window, and they'll reserve the option to close earlier if noise complaints come in. So if that's where that is at.
You maybe by the pool, you know there's gonna be.
I don't
Well, yeah, I think sometimes
Especially,
people.
we educate the whole hotel. Who's
Yeah.
there? That's not part of the.
Well, no, he did say anime guest, but I think what happens is people just try to get a room and then like, oh wait, now I'm by the pool. Now I'm grumpy that there's noise. Similar to what people do when they get a room on fourth floor next to the party rooms, and then they're like, why is it loud here? So just new information there.
There should be some awareness. If you got a room next to the party rooms, my bad.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Um,
Well, that's good information. At least the pool isn't closed the whole weekend. So A plus hotel didn't fully close something on us.
as we kind of, that was let's see, I'll go after that. We'll just go around. That was it for safety. Tony, you have anything from facilities?
Should there be a post on social media about this? We should post a thing. Wait, is that about the pool? Is that about the pool or the egg?
Both should.
God, we should post
No,
both of them.
no eggs in the pool.
No egg.
No eggs in the pool.
Float though. Well, no.
Chocolate
Sorry.
would make-
Oh, no chocolate. Yep.
Yeah,
No. Mm-mm.
just like that.
Ooh, sorry. No, you're right.
Yeah, and super bases.
No eggs in the pool.
There's
Thursday.
Yeah.
We're hiding them Thursday.
for the time.
Doing sense.
Access the pool. Unless you see there's
We wouldn't hide them in the pool.
6th floor.
No.
We just had the idea to hide them.
On the 6th floor. Yes, since it's so specialist, I know.
Okay.
And
Yeah, we gotta make an egg post.
yeah, and again.
Yeah, and the pool post. We'll make a pool post and an egg post. Make a pool egg post.
We had the update from Lee. Volunteers, do you have anything?
For early registration hours. Person sign up for cosplay hours. I'm going to be sending social media a post for that now that we are leaving con. Previously it was just on Discord. Anyways, yeah, I'm just finalizing where badgers are gonna be. Talk with you guys after with Matt,
Okay.
just making sure you were
Mm.
thinking. And then finishing my schedule. So otherwise we're good to go.
Awesome. As a reminder, if you have a, go ahead.
So one thing, just if you do request volunteers, have requested volunteers, then I will try my best to get you those volunteers. However, it is dependent on if attendees come into my room and say, I want to volunteer. So if you can't find the people to volunteer for you, you have to remember that your steps are responsible.
Gotcha, Bruce.
Very good, very good. Thank you. Very good. Any other updates we want to throw down? Oh, it looks like Bruce has some.
Yep. Updates for tech.
Teku.
Encore contracts have been finalized, approved by the executive committee. Let's see, was this from today? Yes. I wanted to make sure because Bruce said he's working this evening on final verification of the Eventney programming schedule. Also, will be attempting to figure out how to upload maps as well to Eventney.
Right.
Oh, some really cool figures.
So exciting.
What is the word? Features. There we go.
Features, yes.
Features in Eventney. There's some things that'll help us a little bit differently next year. We really had to do things the long way this year to get that stuff into Eventney. So thank you to, I know, Bruce and Kristen. If there's anybody that was also helping with that, thank you. I don't know who else is helping.
Big A plus. So last year, Kristen and I did some crazy business getting the old reg
Yeah.
system with all the people in. This year, I tackled the reg stuff, which wasn't as hard in Eventany because I could take some stuff into bulk list. This year, Kristen went hard and tackled getting as much as humanly possible of programming into the Eventany system, so we have a better digital access guide. Also doing that for maps. So A plus, shout out, thank you,
Right.
Bruce and Kristen coordinating that. JC getting the responses over. Next
Yep.
year we'll have some more integrated training, so like stuff can be handled by the department. As soon as we know something, we can upload
Yeah, I
something.
think there's a way to do it
Yeah,
from the start so it ends up in there versus
exactly. So we don't have to like
Yeah.
retroact, because the retroactive stuff is like our problem.
yeah.
It's like if we would have, it's the same thing with vendors, right? Like once a vendor is accepted, if we automatically assign them a badge when they're accepted, it'll be so much easier.
And
This
even
year
from the
we-
beginning, they can like if you have it set up with the map, they can select.
They can
their
select
spot
their spot,
and
yeah.
long- yeah.
So there's some
Mhm.
cool informations, but we're not there yet. So
Allie?
Real quick, back to the whole thing, Christina had a question about that YouTube chat. Got this.
you scroll back up. I think I thought I saw.
Sometimes people got too cool to get through space convention space, so they're gonna lock the.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know that was even a common cut through.
I will have to check
We
with
have
our
to ask.
hotel.
If you have a hotel key card.
Okay.
The key card lets you through. Okay.
I will have to check on that, Christina. Thank you.
Yeah.
Finishing up on tech, Bruce will be in Minneapolis around 1 p.m. on Wednesday, March 27th. If any teams need to set up a touch base or meeting, please email Bruce to schedule. A full website redesign will be occurring after convention in the off cycle. And just obviously be so much easier than trying to do it now, but also very necessary. Please start thinking of changes or updates you want to your related pages for the website. So thank you, Bruce, for that. Yeah.
This year, I will be bringing my Cricut Maker 3, and we got a bunch of Detour Orange permanent vinyl. So if you want to label crates with our logo, we will be able to make custom logo decals for your stuff. Make sure you let me know. We have 4. We have 4 3-foot by 13-inch things on vinyl, and this Cricut 3 is really fast. So
Nice.
custom die cut logos if you want them. And we also, and will continue, I will have my small computer controlled label maker, and I am making small Detour logo stickers for your stuff too. I have just under 100.
Are these like waterproof vinyl?
Yes. These are the same type
So,
of vinyl you can put on your car.
Can we brand my car for Detour? Because I have a scratch on mine.
Yes.
Okay. Free advertised Detour. Because I don't know if you've seen my car.
All
color,
you need
it's
is logos.
right on. Yeah. Right on the front would be sick. Actually, I have the big gouge is on a side door, so we got a bigger space to work with. That's
And they
insane.
personally will have some of my other smart vinyl too. So if you ask me really nice, I can get you any other color that.
That's amazing. It's really cool. I
Thank
think
you.
that's going to be huge for especially like the future of like transporting our con, and if we ever expand to get to a convention center, that's going to like change our world, like
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, and even if I'm no longer with the organization, I will still be able to volunteer my time and support Detour. I just won't be con staff. So just keep my personal email is still on the staff list. Just let me know what I can do, and we can get it done.
No, that sounds awesome.
Also, keep in mind, please remember, hopefully you all can do an infinitely better job at remembering this than I can at any con. If you have a Wild Bill's mug, please bring it to convention. As staff,
Oh, that is such a good
we
point.
will outfit it with a wristband that we are going to, okay, hold on.
Sure.
We are going to outfit it with a wristband. We have a partnership with Wild Bill's. You will get free soda for the weekend. So if you already have a mug, bring it. And that's we will have a few maybe available. We'll have to figure out how to disperse those, but it will be a tremendous help if you already have one, or a few if you want to borrow some to anybody. But if you have one of your own, bring it, and that would be a great start. Jacob, did you have something?
No,
Okay.
you already.
Yeah, I was already trying to break the mug.
What? What?
Nick, was that a what? You were shocked or what? Because I almost yanked the mic off the table and you didn't actually hear.
It's so violent over here for a second.
I don't know.
Sorry.
I barely sit in the chair. Yeah. So please try to remember it. It'll work out great. Even if I'm paying for it, I have 10 of them at home and I can't seem to remember to literally bring one of them. So please do better than me.
Do you want me to shoot you a reminder?
I'll read it and then I'll still get in the car and go, "Dang it." Yes.
Shine back in their cup so that it's just.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that should, but
Oh my gosh, you guys, my car is so cram jam loaded with Detour. It's insane.
we'll put out our on call or our on point schedule. As we talked about, it'll be between roughly 8 and 9 a.m. probably till about 3 or 4 a.m.
Oh God.
I don't think we've confirmed who is the earliest. I don't know which.
I'm pretty sure Hatura has claimed an early bird
Yeah,
slot.
I think she's the
I've
earliest
claimed
evening-ish, I thought.
at midday or evening, depending. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm sure that I'm the overnight person, which is super rude. Don't care for that.
You
That's when
are
I do
literally-
that's when I do all my sleepings.
That's not. You don't do your sleepings then, actually.
It's the person who sends out staff emails.
I was gonna say this is.
So I can test you
That's
all to
his-
see who's paying it. That's how that's not me. I didn't do that.
That's his
That was if it was
Wait,
that was if it was a couple days ahead of time. I was never the guy who did that the day of the meeting.
Should go to
I always should go to
That's the key state.
We should always go to bed. I say that at home. I should go to bed. I just okay, please remember your Wild Bills mugs. We'll send out our on point shift. So if something happens during those off hours, please call us.
I like to do Wild Bill soda, the cream soda, half that and half Monster.
Oh,
It's so
jeez.
good.
Is that okay?
Yeah. No, it's so
Um,
delicious.
yes.
Here. Or Monster. We're improving.
I would re
No.
I encourage
See.
everyone to attend the Rolling Torch show on Friday. It's their first time in Minneapolis. They haven't done a ton of shows in the US. I don't know, they're probably like the last round was about 10 shows, I think. So they haven't been in Minneapolis, but we're Minnesota before. So I personally would love to see the room. And I think that they would be very excited to see that. So they put on a great show, so I think it would be awesome.
I don't know what shoes.
Well,
I'm excited to see
for the
them.
people that have a choice,
It's gonna be chairs or open floor.
open floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll do the bike racks up at front for the photo pit. What else do we have, Brittany?
What else do we have? Um. Oh, you know what's cool this year is we ordered lanyards, but we actually saved money ordering lanyards because we did it more than like a week before the con, which is great compared to last year. And this year we have the majority of our lanyards are black, but now we also have lanyards in Reggie Biff. So there's going to be a rainbow pile of ribbons next to the accessibility sponsored like uh badge ribbons with the pronouns like at the front. So it's just going to be like, welcome to Detour, have some fluffy business. So that's going to be exciting because I know in terms of like feedback, like a lot of cosplayers, like a lot of people do bring their own lanyards to the con, and sometimes we have sponsored lanyards, which is great. We didn't happen to get any lanyard sponsorship this year, but we did want it to be like a be yourself at Detour concept with our glow up theme. So I thought that was a cool addition that we were able to do that without spending a ton more money. So hopefully we have some leftover for next year. We can kind of frame that again, but also not buy our lanyards because we can get sponsorships. We should do that.
We did mention it in the leadership portion of the meeting. We hit unless I already mentioned it in this, but
I don't think you mentioned it yet, Lynn. No.
we have crossed we into the area where we have had our highest number of pre-registrations for Anime Detour in its history. The previous record was in 2016.
Sorry, I didn't
We
see
have
rainbow.
done a ton of promotion this year. We've had ads on Anime News Network.
So many partnerships, so
And
much
we've
good
done ads on
marketing.
Radio K, which is the University of Minnesota radio station. We've done ads and giveaways on radio station in St. Cloud, the 106.5 The Point. We have flyers at Hot Topic, Kappa Toys, Anime Fix, and Ebisu at the Mall of America. So yeah,
Only flyers at locations. We also like visited a lot of cons this year and actually had like a good bulk of registrations occur at those events, which was amazing. We did more to create a better opportunity for our group rates, which I hope we continue to expand next year. We made group rates a flat rate, not just a $5 off. We made the ambassador stuff working with Buttons for Convention Relations. We made that a flat $10 off no matter what for ambassador table pricing. So that was a good innovation too. And we want to continue to like grow our convention outwards in different ways. But in conjunction with that, we want to make sure we're like grading our growth to what we can do. So like I mentioned before, since we are experiencing growth, since we do have this awesome jump in pre-registration, make sure you're asking for help. Like
right.
at the event. That's the whole point of like the executive on point is to like communicate between departments to see and get resources redelegated for assistantship. So if you're in department and you're like, hey, I'm drowning, we actually need more support, like make sure you're communicating that like over radio, over chats, whatever.
Another one of the areas that was really improved upon throughout this cycle after It had been down in numbers for a number of years. Was our school groups?
Yes.
We were starting to. I mean, those.
It was just falling off the deep end,
Yeah,
honestly.
they had plateaued at a really low level for a number of years, so that really increased engagements. So yeah, that has really kind of like caught up considerably this year.
And
Yeah,
it's because of our connection with school groups that we have access to the MCTC like $5 RAM.
yeah,
So like school groups can do so much more for Anime Detour than just like being attendees and
right.
growing our org. They're also like offerings to our group. They're like free advertisement because clearly they're going to be talking about this at their groups, at their clubs.
And through them, three of them are coming to us this year and helping out with our ASL stuff.
That's true.
That had taken a year off. Well, it had been missing from our offerings for a year, so having that return. So just a lot of those kinds of things that forward facing, but there's a lot of that stuff behind the scenes that is also really great. Let's see.
I have a question.
Yes.
Related to anything.
Oh, good.
You're not, I just had a thought. You guys are doing a charity auction this year?
Yes. Oh, big charity auction returns.
So, who's running that?
That is Evan and JC.
Okay, then, okay, something's going in the dark, like, if,
So technically,
I know past we've had like some volunteers being like that on, I haven't.
yeah, I can check. I can check with
We should
Evan.
have a. I mean, we should touch base because I
I
didn't.
just thought about this.
Yeah. So
I've already talked with JC about like generally what they need from the Department of Volunteers.
Yep.
Like, I don't know if
yeah. So
we
we.
share the options into consideration during those talks, because that was one thing.
That's a
Yeah.
good question. It's another one of those could fall through the cracks. And the joke about the charity auction, by the way, that like Nooklings kind of thing. If anyone didn't know, it's an Animal Crossing reference.
I didn't.
Yeah, Troy was like, "What the hell is this? What do you mean smaller than ever?" And I'm like, "Well, it's
Well,
a
no, that one I didn't. That one I just didn't even notice. Well, someone else was like, why did they say it that way?" And then someone explained it. That one I didn't even read.
it's a joke on like Timmy and Tommy in the shop in Animal
Right.
Crossing, and how like weekly you auction and buy the turnips, and it's cute. It's cute.
I should have
But
known
like
that
it's
one as
really
big a
great that
fan
we
as.
have a charity auction coming back, and I hope this gets to grow next year into
Yeah.
Detour. We had initially had some really good talks about doing a charity
Mhm.
ball with like animal shelter and like dog petting and cool stuff. We just didn't have the budget for it this year, so we're hoping, depending on our growth this year,
Mhm.
what we can do next year is always limited by what we have in terms of growth this year. So we'll see. Hopefully, we have big ideas and we can apply some budget to that.
Yeah, I know we have some really good. I don't know what they are, but I'm told we have some really good items for the auction. I know we have some things from Rolling Quartz. We have,
Where is the
It's the Regency, right?
Regency?
I would imagine, yeah.
I think that's what the post said. I'd have to double
Yeah.
check. Let me look at a
Um,
guidebook.
we have a set of dice from Rainier that Buttons is forbidden to bid on.
Buttons. Isa. Buttons Isa.
Need money now.
Oh my god. Enablers. All straight.
I just wanted. Yeah. No, so and then we'll see what, some of our other sponsors and things like that. So um that was a significant for lack of a better word, loss when we weren't able to just sort of seamlessly transition and keep that running, but a lot of the times had changed. We weren't able to kind of just like repurpose that as quickly as we wanted to. So thankfully, Evan was able to kind of like step in and make some things happen differently. So it'll be interesting to see what figures look like that this year, even though that isn't the measure of our success. Then I just know that previously we were very successful at it. So whatever the number is still fantastic. But if we are able to continue to grow that and grow that outreach, that is great. But just having it back is very significant. So yes, video gaming is pushing the limits of North Star. So that is something that we're
Gaming is always pushing limits. It's about the new high score.
well. So that's something that we're going to have to. That's something we'll have to give some consideration to next year as it ties into the space, the power limits, the power ties into cost feasibility having it in that room. So, yeah, that's that. Anything else in chat that you want to talk about? This is the last time that we have everybody together before we're all together at the space where the con is at before
Nervous.
all of the people come. Morgan's here. Everybody say yay. Yay.
Also, yay! Anime Detour has the kitty plushes with merch, so shout out to merch. We're all so excited
Yes.
for the cool offerings this
Um,
year, and I don't know if those will sell out, but like, hey,
Well,
listen,
we don't need them to sell out. I thought we had 1,200 of them. So, I mean,
I
if they
would.
don't
Okay,
sell
well,
out,
what if somebody buys two?
well, they can. I mean, it's great if
If we
they
have
sell
over
out, but I mean,
6,000
it's
attendees,
also
yeah.
great if they, I mean, it's okay if they don't. I mean, I think.
Big hype for
I
growth
won't, I
opportunity
won't speak
if
for
they.
Christina, but I think it's okay if they don't. I mean,
Wow.
they all just go back to Tabby's house, right?
Whoa!
No? Is that not that's not the plan?
Wait, I think she said that
Um,
that's the plan, but
I wanted to make sure and mention, we said it in the leadership meeting, so I want to make sure that it is also said,
sorry.
when it is more than just, leadership, that we've been planning this. I mean, we don't just start planning immediately after, the previous year's detour. You know, we're already planning things for
Right.
2025, 2026. It's always, kind of overlapping and fluid. But this is going to be, the culmination of all the things we were planning for 2024. And we finally get to see all of those bits.
And some things we started planning last week.
Well, that or 2 years ago, or
Trends maybe a little unhinged.
well, I don't let her be unhinged, but she carries the knife.
Okay.
So, there's-
Carry a knife?
Wait, I
Oh.
do?
It's true, it doesn't. I can't.
oh, well, find out something new every day. So, some of the things we've been planning for years. So this is the culmination of all good things for 2024. So we finally get to see, I was talking as an example, I was talking about rolling quartz. I remember showing it to somebody as we were standing in the lobby Sunday of con last year. So that's an exciting bit. But lots of things like that, whether it's behind the scenes or something more efficient or using Eventney or just
Charity auction is in the Regency Room, 11:30 a.m. on Sunday.
or
For wins.
something like that, bringing back charity auction or any of those things that you were doing, your department was doing, bringing your staff together, all of these things. And in 5 days, there's going to be 12,000 people enjoying it.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna
Be
be
great.
excellent.
Yeah.
Nobody, well, I love that nobody even blinked at that number. But
You got the ghost car? It goes.
seriously, yeah,
We had
Nothing.
thousands of people will be enjoying it and laughing and getting things signed and dancing and doing all of these amazing things for 3 days. And it's literally because of all of the work that all of you, all of the staff, anybody not in this meeting put into this, not just in all years previous, but for this year and all the things you're already planning for this year. And it probably doesn't get said as often as it should, but we do try to say it, quite often. But
I'm so glad we run an anime con.
well,
Like,
yeah, I
I'm
mean,
so glad that there's a group of people here
it's
that I can
pretty
be a part
cool.
of that love this silly, crazy thing, and that we can get more people to love this silly, crazy thing.
It's pretty fun.
That's
It
crazy.
sometimes gets a little, oof, but it's still pretty
No,
fun.
I don't
It's
like
still pretty
having
fun.
10 hours of meetings in a week when it's like,
I do.
crunch
Oh,
time.
that's the fun
Oh,
part.
oh
What are you talking
my
about?
goodness.
I don't get out of the house.
Oh
Like,
my God.
I can't wait for those meetings.
Huh?
Let's schedule more. Seriously, thank you to everybody for all of the work that you've done.
I don't.
Whether you are, a department head, a sub head, not not a sub head or department head, it is all still tremendously valued. I appreciate it. The leadership team appreciate it. More so, the 8,000 plus attendees appreciate it. Um, we don't reach the growth that we have without people coming and enjoying what it is that you do and telling some friends to come and enjoy it too. So please think about what you've done for this con. I know it gets said a lot, but it doesn't happen without you, and I mean you. all of you. So thank you. If there's nothing else in the chat, I will give you back the rest of your weekend. If there is anything that you need between now and I'd say Wednesday evening, please reach out. By that point, a lot of us will be on site. Still reach out, but know that a lot of us will be on site then. If you're able to, please keep a close eye on your emails. We might be trying to reach out to you for final touches. Other departments might be reaching out to you for final touches, including pieces of information we might need for final things with the hotel. But if you can't get us on email, for those of us where it's okay, ping me or whatever on whatever you've got, email, Discord, Facebook message, text if you've got it, whatever it is. Otherwise, I will be on site Wednesday. So if you need any of us before that, please reach out. Thank you for joining us in the meeting.
Remember to sign in, you guys.
Please remember to
Yes.
please remember to sign in.
Thank you.
Remember your
Perfect.
Wild Bills mug,
Remember your Wild Bills mug.
comfortable shoes,
Drive incredibly safe.
water bottle,
Comfortable soon.
comfortable clothes.
Hinged egg thing.
Yes, I
Morgan is an unhinged egg.
we are
And that
all
is all.
we are all unhinged eggs. If anyone is staying afterwards to assist in stuffing, awesome. We love you. Thank you.
We're gonna have stuffing
If you
now.
cannot, no, we're not having stuffing. We're stuffing eggs with candy because this is Detour's last
There's
Easter.
not
We
any
hope.
candy. Very few pieces of candy. Thank you all.
Okay. Anyway.